by Gervonta Tank Davis. Great performance this past weekend. It was good. The kid is special. We all know that. The kid is special. He has the potential to be the face of boxing. Unlike Floyd Mayweather's statement in the post-fight interview, I believe it was with Fight Hype or Fight Hype, Fight Hub or whatever. He said that Tank Davis is the face of boxing. No, he's not the face of boxing yet. He's getting there. Okay? Just like you want. Just like, this is what I mean about Floyd Mayweather. Stop contradicting yourself. Stop being a hypocrite. Just like you want people to understand that you're building Tank Davis up, then build him up. And then when he's built up, then you could say he's the face of boxing. But if you're going to say he's the face of boxing, then the people is going to be like, well, he hasn't fought anybody. Damn, he hasn't fought anybody with a name. Blah, blah, blah. That's when you're going to get the criticism. And then Floyd Mayweather's going to get mad and say, oh, see, the media is going to do what they did to me when I was young and stuff like that. Because you put some expectations up. If he's the face of boxing, okay, we don't want to see him fight no replacements. We want him to fight the top dudes. If he's the face of boxing, see, I understand the buildup. I'm just going to call hypocrisy when I call it hypocrisy. I'm going to call it out. Keep it consistent, Floyd Mayweather. Keep it consistent. And I don't want to see it sound negative around whatever Tank Davis is doing in this camp. I believe that Tank Davis is young. I believe Tank Davis doesn't have ultimate control of his own career. I don't even think he has the control of these adults around him. He's very special, Tank Davis, but unprofessional. He came in missing weight. Yes, he made weight on the second try, but it's happened before. So his professionalism is in question. The only reason I'm not going to be, oh my God, he's unprofessional, because he's 24 years old. He's young. Still young. Still young. So you could give him that. But I want to touch on the outside. Not the obvious what's going on with Tank Davis, because we know he's a special fighter. Special fighter, and he has the potential to be a great fighter. He has the potential to be a Hall of Famer. He's young. He already got I think 20 plus fights. He got as much fights as these guys that's been in the game already for the past, you could say 10, 8, 9 years above him. But one thing that I don't like that the media is doing, and this goes out for the media personnel out there. Those media personnel that's in position to interview these guys one-on-one, why you're not interviewing Tank's trainer? And I'm talking about after the fight. I'm talking about why everybody's congratulating when the heat is on and the lights is on. When the lights are on, the media like to interview Robert Garcia, Freddie Roach.
I can't connect to the public Wi-Fi network. You may need to update
Mayweather Senior.
the help section in your Alexa app.
Mayweather Senior. Who else? Abel Sanchez, Angel Garcia, Kenny Porter, Birmingham, etc. Teddy Atlas. We all, media likes to interview the trainers because, of course, the trainers is important. They're as important. They're important. After the fighter is the trainer. But no. The media want to interview Floyd Mayweather. Why y'all want to interview Floyd Mayweather? I understand he's the promoter. I understand. But also, what happened to the trainer? And you can see there's some type of animosity there. I bet that the trainers really can't show it, but I see a sense of animosity. I see a lot of frustration. I hear a lot of frustration, especially when the moment is on. So you in the ring, I'm going to tell you like this. The trainers and fighters, they have a game plan coming inside the ring, coming into the fight. Floyd Mayweather takes it upon himself to talk about what Tank Davis should be doing. Or do this, do that. Hey, my man, TBE, of course. Who doesn't want that type of opinion and type of, schooling? We all want that. But at the end of the day, you can't be cutting the throat of the trainer because they got a game plan. And just like Mayweather, you a fighter, you got a game plan. That's disrespectful. Somebody else gonna come in and try to screw your head up and tell you what you need to do when you already been training in training camp. You establish a game plan and you're trying to execute the game plan the right way. And if you go back to the fight in the beginning, right before the fight started, and Floyd Mayweather was trying to tell the trainer what to tell Tank, and he's like really trying to brush it off, like I know what I'm doing. We know. It's very frustrating. And that's when Tank needs to grow up and be like, yo, Floyd, chill. I got it. My guys got it. My trainers got it. The guys that got me here. The guys that got me here since I was 7 years old, they had me. People want to take credit. You're just a promoter. You ain't going to give the credit to Bob Arum, right? Right, Floyd? You ain't going to give the credit to Bob Arum. Be a promoter. Learn it. You're a promoter. You got to keep it consistent. You got to be fair. And you got to be respectful at the same time. Media personnel, stop asking Floyd Mayweather when it's Tank Davis time about Manny Pacquiao. Yo, media personnel, stop the BS, man. Boxing world do not want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather 2 because that was the boringest fight that we ever seen in our lives. And I'm not talking about just a bout. I'm talking about the anticipation. That was the biggest letdown in sports history as an entertainment value. So stop asking the dumbass questions, man. We fed up with that already. Floyd Mayweather whooped that ass. And nobody came out unscathed. You're right. They all went to the club right after. But I want to see that fight, man. Stop asking them Floyd Mayweather those questions, man. And Floyd Mayweather, you got to learn. You got to learn about your own fighter. Talking about Floyd Mayweather said, referring to the Lomachenko questions. Floyd Lomachenko is old. He got 300 boxing bout. Tank Davis, he ain't even had an amateur background. We trying to build him up. Let me tell you like this, Floyd Mayweather, you better learn about your own fighter. He had over 200 amateur fights. Okay? He's well polished. It's a reason why when you see him in the ring, he is as polished as he is. It's a reason why Tank Davis don't sound like he's a banker or something like that. He does sound like he have taken some hits already at his age. I don't know who sounds better, Brandon Rios or Tank. I ain't dissing. I'm just calling it how I see it. I just call it how I hear it. So Floyd gotta be fair, because by calling him the face of boxing, you got to be fair to the other people. Now you're being a hypocrite. You got to be fair to the other fighters that has done more than Tank Davis. And that's what's wrong. The promoters and managers and networks and all those people around is not on the same page for boxing itself. Everybody want to go against each other. This promoter doesn't want to give this other fighter promoter because he's not with him, and it goes around like that. But it doesn't elevate the sport. It just keeps fans and casual fans in ambiguity. It just keeps them. It keeps them like what's really going on. And I'm a guy that do criticize the casuals because they don't take the initiative to learn the sport and the business of the sport of boxing. But the people in the sport of boxing, y'all not truthful. Y'all just a bunch of politicians. Y'all just a bunch of liars. Y'all a bunch of liars trying to sell shit all the time. Y'all don't gotta sell me when a fighter is good or has the potential to be special. You cannot sell me or unsell me facts. Facts is that Tank Davis is beating build up. And he's got the age to take those type of fights and be built up. And then there's going to be a time when they're going to put him versus a good quality test for Tank. As of now, we all know that Tank really hasn't been very tested. That equals his special ability. That's why I had a video a couple of months ago about I want to see Tank versus Gary Russell Jr. When I see that, then I know where Tank Davis is at. He has the potential to be special. He has special skills at his age, hunger, experience, amateur experience. He is really, really good. Has the potential to be a Hall of Famer, and I'm rooting for him. But I'm not gonna give him extra credit. I'm gonna give him credit. I believe that's the problem. We're giving a lot of boxers extra credit. We're trying to jump their stock. It takes time. No, I'm not going to put him in front of Lomachenko. No, I'm not going to put Washington, or I'm not going to put another heavyweight on top of Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua. No, I'm not going to put nobody in the welterweight division number 1 because Thurman got it until somebody done more than Thurman resume base. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to put nobody in front of Canelo right now. No, until they do what Canelo has done. And that's the way we got to keep in boxing, so people know what we watching. So people know what we watching. Okay, he's the man. Oh, then when they fight each other, when the fighters fight the best fight the best, and one wins, they get the ultimate credit. No doubts at all. But if you're going to give somebody number 1 and they really haven't accomplished whatever they need to accomplish to be in that position, then it doesn't make sense. Because then if the guy actually does beat him when he was supposed to be like let's say the number 2, the number 3, and he beats number 1, and you feel like he was number 1 already, then you're always going to be looking, oh, but he ain't fighting this guy. Oh, he ain't fighting this guy. Oh, he ain't fighting this guy. You're never going to give him the ultimate respect. And for Floyd Mayweather, he should understand that, because he always say, oh, the way the media criticizes me. Oh, because of this. Oh, because of that. Because they say that you was the best. You was better than this person. So by the time you reach that person that was actually in front of you and you beat them, oh, they want you to beat the other guy. They're never satisfied. That's my take on the Tank Davis. Later on, we'll make a video about skills, just talking boxing skills.